Hi, I am Rachel.
My name is Sel.
My name is Chelsea.
Hi, my name is Jess.
I can think of a couple situations where people have been surprised that I'm intelligent, and it's supposed to be a compliment, but it isn't.
It's assumed that I don't know what I know, despite knowing.
So I like to shoot and edit and like technology, and I find that in a lot of kind of situations with predominantly men, like a lot of men talk down to you or are very condescending. It stops you from actually being able to ask questions. That means I won't learn. So it's kind of like everybody loses in that situation.
If a woman spoke out something that was intelligent in a group discussion, she could be seen as someone who sees herself as above others. I've seen this with a few different girls, and I think it's always made me shy away from opposing male opinions in class, especially.
Women have great opinions. It's strange that we're taught not to give our opinions.
I think women feel like they have to protect themselves, and the easiest way to do that is to not speak as much, to kind of go with the flow, so you're not making any changes to your social group or your workplace, even if they really could be beneficial for everyone.
I 100% have been thought of as aggressive. I think there's like ideas about what women should act like, and it's really frustrating because it's like all those things are very passive descriptions of femininity, which is irritating. So it's like you're always just gonna be aggressive. If you say like, hey, can you pass me that, instead of being like, excuse me, like if you have 5 spare moments, can you pass me that salt shaker? Like, I don't have time for that.
Most times that I ever act assertive or organized, I'm told that I'm aggressive.
I was really excited to work this job. I was shadowing a male coworker who had been there for a few years, and he really did not like the idea of me pitching ideas. He probably saw it as stepping on his toes, and I was actually fired after a few weeks because I was too aggressive to the male employees.
Am I talking over people? Should I be listening? Am I being too aggressive? Am I being too bossy? And it's something I worry about being. My mom is a really strong and wonderful woman, and who has definitely been called aggressive and bossy in a negative tone. And she's someone I admire and want to emulate, but that one part sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's not attractive.
I think that's my tactic, is to dispel situations through being nice.
It is beneficial in one's life to be polite. Do you know what I mean? To be kind to others, to treat everyone with respect, but those are like human things, and they're not related to gender. The issue is why I'm expected to do it all of the time.
In my experience, it's the men in my life that I feel like I have to tiptoe around more. When I have something that I want to bring up, it's like, how can I bring this up to them in a gentle way, even with family, that's not going to hurt their feelings or emasculate them?
No matter what, if you are speaking your opinion in a concise way as a female, even if you have a straight face, I find that you do have to sprinkle it with a smile, or else people are gonna call you a bitch.
I don't think it's a bad thing to be gentle. I think there's a lot of power and amazing things can happen with empathy and love and being a gentle force in the world.
You know what? Why do women always have to be so on guard? And why do we have to go through all this emotional tumult all the time and walk on eggshells just so that we can live okay?
I was in biology, so biology is often, and ecology has a large female representation, which is great, but by the time you're in grad school, it's definitely more men. I was working with one peer, and I had been working on my project for a year, and he was new, and before even seeing what I was doing, was like, oh, I'll show you how this works.
All of my male peers have always been taken more seriously, when in a lot of ways I don't think that they read as much as the women that I know, and I think that they frankly spew a lot more bullshit than a lot of the women I know, and they get away with it. And it's just bred through confidence. So walking into a room, talking about their opinions, getting a good job, getting in with the right people. I notice a lot of smart women who aren't offered the same things.
There isn't this like overlord who's like, you are a woman, 70 cents on the dollar. You know what I mean? It's more the way that we're socialized, right? So all the traits that are feminine are docile. So it's hard to ask for a raise or to demand your market value or higher. You're always taught to be as low-key as possible. And it's kind of frustrating because men are taught that aggression and strength and all these things are positive. It's a circle of behavioral patterns that men are taught, right? And some are to the detriment, but when it comes to money, it absolutely is an advantage.
Women are equal to men in intelligence and ability, and research supports that. But we get treated extremely differently. And despite all of that, we're so resilient. We still bring so much to the world. We still are bringing incredible innovation and talent and joy all the time.
It's so hard. When you're a young girl, you walk this fine line of wanting to be attractive, beautiful, you want to be really well liked, you want to be smart but not too smart. It's tough, and intelligence will probably take you farther. That's how all the women CEOs of the world and people who are women that own companies get their power, is really by respect. And it takes a long time of being called a bitch. It's okay to not be liked.
I don't think you are beautiful or intelligent. Like, if you want a poppin' body, you can have that if you want to work out. If you want to be a neurosurgeon, you know, Ben Carson already delegitimized that, but if you want to do that for the people, then you should go ahead and do that. You know, whatever the variables in your life that you want, you can have it. And you just have to go ahead and get it. But you don't have to just be one thing.
Women are the mothers of everyone in the world. And I think that's a really cool thing to think about.
Just think about how much better the world could be and can be if more women are at the top running it.
Everyone should be a feminist. It's not a bad word. Women really do make everything better.